I've been saying the same thing for years. First off, this is getting real bushy on me. I need to start using my oil again. I've been saying the same thing for years now. These videos are for me to be able to take a look back, see what my life is, see what my life was, and then compare it to where my life is now. You know? So, for example, if you were to go back to say July 3rd of 2017, you would get a completely different video from me. In that video, I haven't watched it, but if I were to journey a guess, it would be 3 days after officially being put on unemployment, and my sister was either here or on her way, and we were doing our best to organize things in such a way that I would have money. Keep in mind that a year ago today, our rent was almost half of what it is now. Almost. And that's a scary thought to think. So if I'm looking back, let's say on July 3rd, 2019, I come to watch this video, what's going to be the interpretation of my life? Like, where are we in life? What is this? What are we? Asia's working full-time. It's her first actual full-time job, and she's a student full-time. She's a wife and a mother, working in a field that she loves. I'm still an unemployed security guard, and Kari is still a web designer. My mindset, I think, is a little different from where it was last year, because last year I was coming off the heels of, man, I was working 60, 65 hours a week, like non-stop. That was just always the way it was. So my mindset is different. It hasn't been my thing. And I can't allow myself to get bent out of shape about it either. You know, like, I'm a different person than I was a year ago, but still the same on me. Still subject to the same whims. I still love pizza, still love Pepsi, still enjoy writing. It's my thing. So, I guess if I had to say, are we better off than where we were a year ago? Technically, yes, because there's nobody, like, I don't have to jump through any hoops for my unemployment, which, honestly, my unemployment was not all of that. I was getting, I want to say it was like $418 every 2 weeks, which let us take care of bills. It let us take care of things, but also the rent was significantly lower than, and like, but honestly, not much has changed in that area. Like, sure, you're gonna have to pay rent wherever you go. Like, there's no getting around that. But we're better off in the sense that Asia brings home twice as much, if not plus some more, than I did when I was on unemployment. So that gives me the opportunity to move and work with bigger numbers. Now, is it the same numbers that I was bringing home when I was working? No. Looking at this dude's bumper sticker, and it's, "For God so loved the world, he gave his only son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." Like, okay, dude, but if we all God's children, what was the big deal about Jesus dying for a weekend and then coming right back? Whatever. When I was working, because I was working so many hours, I was averaging about anywhere from 20 to 25 hours a week in just overtime. So my check every week when I was working was like $771. So you figure that's 15. That's about $3 grand a month. It's less than what we were doing when I was working, but it's still more than what it was when I was getting unemployment. Does that make sense? That makes sense. So I feel like we're much better off, and eventually I'll go back to work. Like, I don't see Asia leaving her job anytime soon. She loves what she does. She just went out the other day. They just had a whole thing where they went out wine tasting and did some paintings or something. Like, she was working it out. So now she's got all these friends and shit at work. It's kind of cool. So she's not gonna leave. It's just a matter of, it's like I'm caught in this catch-22 of, I want very much to be able to enjoy this time, and it's like, hey, I'm not working. It's just me hanging out at home, doing what I gotta do. I write, I make sure stuff around the house is semi-clean. I take care of Asia. I manage the money. That kind of thing. But I find that I can't really enjoy it all that much, because I'm always like, there's this feeling of guilt, like, shouldn't you be working? Shouldn't you be doing more? And I should. But as of right now, Asia's got everything under control, and I should let her have everything under control. For all the times when it was me, like, in my entire adult life, which honestly to me didn't start until I got to California. It's always been me. I had to be the one who took care of everything. So there's this tremendous weight off my shoulder because I'm not doing that right now. But also there's this immense guilt, like, if you want it done right, you should be doing it yourself, kind of thing. I know I need to get past that. It's silly. Oh, 2017 was a good year for us. Then 2016 was a good year for us. 2018, not so bad. I mean, considering I ain't worked a day all year, I feel pretty good. And things will be different for us come 2019. That don't even sound like a year. 2019. That's ridiculous. So I'm in the store. So let me grab what I came to grab. Get the F out of here. But I just wanted to touch bases because that's where I am right now. And I need to get past this so I can move on and do other things.